It's not my mentality now. Do you understand what I mean? It's not my mentality now, la. But I'd still have it. I'd still have it when I can. If people come for me and think they've got some little fart that's not going to turn around and I've crap, you're dead wrong, mate. I've got a right to defend myself. Anyway, it is what it is. Choose a life, not a knife, as always. That's what I stand for, and I'm never going to be a hypocrite. You get these individuals, like, for example, you had some big bully dealer from Liverpool years ago called the Devil, Stephen French. He gets out of jail thinking he's the same person he's always been. Big bully, terrorising people. So he's got out and started this anti-gun initiative. And I'm thinking, oh, he's doing something good now. He's trying to prevent the kids from getting involved in gun crime, and he's trying to prevent this and this and this and this. And then a few months later, he's being arrested for possession of an intimidation firearm. Where he's been threatening people with the firearm. Just what hypocrite you are. How can you contradict yourself so blatantly? And I thought to myself, there's no way I would do that. So that's what it is, like. Sends any birds, G? Do you think I am, like? I've always been in a one-girl relationship, like. I can honestly say to you right now, I have never cheated on a woman. And I'm glad to say that. If the relationship's breaking down, I wait for it to break down before I even consider going near another woman. And I'm quite happy to say that too. Obviously, not many girls like me, to be honest. But the ones that do, they've got a project on their hands. Because me, I've been involved with girls that haven't really looked after me. So yeah, it is, I'm only human, aren't I? You can get in a relationship with a girl, that relationship breaks down, and you end up insecure, and you end up a little bit fit. And what normally happens with young men is they rebound straight into, because they want sex. So they get in with another bird straight away, but they fail to leave them insecurities behind. And it's the same with you girls as well, it's not just boys that go through that sort of. So you take these insecurities into your next relationship, and it just ruins the relationship, basically. Obviously, because of who I was and because of how I was, I had girls just wanting to get with me so they could be attached to that notorious criminal. You know it? But the woman I've got now, she's very understanding. Don't get it twisted, she can be hard work as well. But she's very understanding towards me. She understands, I'm partially institutionalised. Sometimes I need my own space. And when I want that space, she knows it's not to be unfaithful. It's just how I am these days with what's gone on in my life. So she's not sitting there thinking he's banging someone else, so I'm going to bang someone else. Do you understand what I'm saying? Our situation's very difficult because of the message I'm delivering. It prevents me from doing a lot of things that you take for granted, like getting a job, like earning money on a consistent basis so you can pay your rents. All that's very difficult for me to secure. So it's very difficult for us to be in the same house together out the way of Liverpool. You know, she's a Scouser, my woman. My children are Scousers. So I'd love to be living in Scouse in Liverpool in a house with my little family and doing what yous all take for granted. You know, but I just can't because the sacrifices I've had to make due to what comes out of my mouth, basically. What I scream about the organised crime groups and all, it's had a massive impact on my personal life. But it is what it is. I chose this path. This path is making me go a certain way and I'm following it. I'm not going to stop following it. And through that process, if it means I can't have the things I've always desired, which was a secure family unit. Some of you probably won't understand how I feel when it comes to a family unit. You know, I come from a broken home. And most children that come from the type of environment and the type of household that I've come from long for a secure family unit. You know, just a family that's loving and caring and you just don't want for nothing. And that's always been what I've always wanted. Just a peaceful family life. But God works in mysterious ways. And I've got to go through that process. Don't think I'm some bum or idiot. I've tried to work. I've held a job down and got made redundant. I've consistently applied for certain jobs, but I just can't get them. I've been offered 9-to-5 jobs in areas where if I take them, I'd be dead in a month or two and I've got children. I've got purpose. I want to see my daughter grow up. I want to make sure my daughter's not left alone like loads of girls that you see now where the dad hasn't played a part. There's some dads haven't played a part because the mothers are caught up with certain elements of lifestyle. And the mothers are very poisonous and very nasty and they just keep them away. But there's others where the dad's just off. I'd love to be a hands-on parent. I'd love to have my daughter in my arms every single morning. But I've just got to wait for certain times of the month. So when we've got the financial help that we get off whatever, we can't spend time with each other. So it is what it is. You know, there's one thing I've always desired, and that's having a peaceful family home where I can just shut the door and relax with me children and me partner, me wife, whatever. It'll come in the future, I'm sure of it. But until then, you just got to keep going. A lot of people have been telling me for years, just stop what you're doing. Stop screaming about what you're screaming about and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But no, I've sacrificed too much to deliver this message, basically. And there's no way I'm going to just throw the towel in. Understand what I mean, people? Anyway, I don't mean to have it all depressive because I'm not being depressed here. Don't get that twisted for a minute. I'm not sitting here depressed. I do miss my daughter. I do miss having them around me. When they are around me, I'm having the best days of my life. I expect a second night time and there's 4 of us in the same bed and it's just hard work. In this one room. It's mad sometimes. You know, because my daughter's got a sister and her sister's just got pure energy. And she just bounces off the walls. And for me, to have that in my little confined space all of a sudden, it's just like, whoa, sends me off mark. But it is what it is, isn't it? Hey? You just got to guide your children. You got to protect them. Definitely these days you can see what's going on. They're bringing into the schools the people that are influencing children to become that way or this way. You've only got a Eurovision in Liverpool. Look at that Eurovision, people. Okay, I'm warning yous now. It's not what it seems to be. Okay, trust me. Oh yeah, let's all go and celebrate with them men that are dressed like women, and let's all let them get into our children's heads and life's up. Listen to what I say to you, people. I've always known that the devil wears a skirt. And you've always heard all your life that you won't know the devil's there because he looks just like you. And what you're looking at within society right now, when you've got grown men prancing around doing weird dances in all sorts of different places, doesn't matter where you are, you're going to see a man dressed as a woman doing a freaky show. You've got to understand how the devil works. Now, when you've got children, at the minute they come out the womb, they're looking at lights, they're looking at bright colours. It's what attracts them. Do you understand? That's why you've got all these weird individuals in luminous fucking colours, knowing quite well it's going to attract the minds of the children. Anyway, I'll leave it there before it goes a little bit too far, but the real certified individuals out there know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't push your religion aside, don't start bowing down to the devil, and don't start engaging with that freak show that is encouraging your children to lose their identity very fast. And once their identity is confusing, it's there to be stolen. And once they steal it, you'll never get your kids back. And if you do get them back, they're going to be cut to bits. They're going to be very traumatic. As I say before, there's two genders. It's man and woman. Boy, girl. It doesn't matter if you're a gay man or a gay boy. It doesn't matter. If you're a lesbian woman or a lesbian girl, it does matter. You're still a man and you're still a woman. You're still a boy or you're still a girl. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't let the devil drag you into that unknown space of confusion, because he'll ruin you. And the more that we tolerate what's going on right before your eyes at every level, the more we tolerate it, the more damage is going to happen to God's children, because that's who they're attacking here. The devil has always attacked God. Do you understand? And that's what they're attacking here. That's why that community is dead against Christianity. That's why they're dead against certain religions, where the religions look up to God. Prime example, Sam Smith and the music industry. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm going against the grain again. I receive hate for all sorts of reasons. I haven't just dealing scumbags who participate in wrecking our children's lives by destroying the communities through peddling poison that's ravishing families and communities up and down the land. I've also got perverted old men that dress like women. Now, don't get you twisted. And what do I mean by that? Let's take Paul O'Grady, for example. Big man from Merseyside. And then let's look at his persona as Lily Savage. Right? Now, he was a gay man who used to dress as a woman to act on stage. A drag queen. Okay? Do not get that mixed up. Do not get Sir Paul O'Grady mixed up with a man that's dressing like a woman, trying to convince everyone that he's a woman when he just is not. And the reason why he's doing that is because his head has completely gone. Do you understand? And like I was saying earlier on, you've got a gay man, a gay boy. It doesn't matter. You've got a lesbian woman, a lesbian girl. It does not matter. Don't confuse Sir Paul O'Grady as a gay man who dresses up as a drag queen, and don't put him in the same limelight or on the same page as a perverted old man that is using womanhood as an excuse to make himself relevant. Because they're not the same.